Hey there guys, welcome back to another Fly Tying Friday. Tonight we got a quill bodied Midge pattern. This is on a size 14 mustad curved caddis hook. And we're starting off with some black 6/0 thread. You want to be really careful laying down this base, that it's really nice and even, because this is going to really affect how that quill lays on the body. So the quill we're using for this is a peacock quill, and you just take a single fiber off one of these peacock feathers and strip it clean from the individual fibers, and what you get is this fiber and this stem of the quill. So we're going to just tie that in with the small tip first. And you don't want to build up a lot of thread bulk here, but we're going to go ahead and just trim that. Make sure it's nice and secure, and advance our thread forward. Just nice even wraps all the way up. We're going to stop right about there, and then we're going to start wrapping this quill up. Once you start wrapping, you'll realize the quill has like a side that has a dark side to it, and it gives it a really cool segmented look. Once I get a few wraps, I'll hook hackle pliers onto it and just continue wrapping here. I just started doing these quill bodies recently, and they really look pretty awesome, really natural. So I'm excited to continue with these. You can use this same body on dry fly patterns too. But this is just a good little midge pattern. I'm tying this fly on a size 14 because it's the smallest size that my camera could pick up. But this is meant to be a winter midge pattern, so I tie it down to size 24 or 26, real small. So we're going to bring it up to there and go ahead and secure that quill. So as you can see, it creates a pretty neat body. Alright, and now we're going to tie in a little bit of flash. This fly has a little bit of flashback, and what I'm using for that is just some large Flashaboo, the clear pearl Flashaboo, and we'll just tie that in right on top. Just make sure it's lined up right. Okay, and the head of this fly is just going to be a thread head. So we just want to build up a nice little round head with our thread here. It doesn't have to be too big, it's just supposed to be a prominent black head. And once we get a little bit of a head built up like that, we're going to add some wings in, and we're using Fly Tyers Dungeon Congo hair for this. Really any like poly yarn or anything like that, EP fiber you could use. And I'm just going to take just a couple strands. I don't know, there's probably like a dozen total strands in that clump. Trim that out, and we're going to just tie that in. guy. I'm going to do 2 wraps and then adjust where I want him to lay. And you want these to splay out facing towards the rear, kind of like legs. So we'll just kind of tie it so they go back that way. Alright. And what you can do too is kind of twist them up and then they stay together, separate. Alright, and now we're just going to flip this flash straight over top and tie that off. Just directly over top. Just take like 2 wraps and 1 in front. Maybe 2. I'm good. Trim that off as close as we can get it. Now we're just going to whip finish and kind of cover up that tag as we whip finish. Just like that. Alright, it's basically done there, but to make this fly really pop out, we're going to first trim these wings to length, and they're just short wings. About like that. And the final step to this fly is to add some UV. I'm using UV epoxy by Loon Outdoors. This is the clear finish flow, and it works really nice as like a top coat. It cures tack free, really nice. So what I do is just get a little bead on my bodkin, and we're gonna cover the body and the head of the fly with this. But you want to try to keep it off the wings if you can. It can be tough. And I just hit it with the UV light as I go, just to freeze it where I want it. We'll do the same thing on the underside. I'm just taking a little bead and I'm going to just try to build up the underside of that head a little bit more. Okay, that pretty much does it. Just make sure these wings stay separate. Yeah. So that's, I believe, it's kind of like a variation of a fly I saw Charlie Craven come up with, so it's, I'm excited to really fish this pattern hard this winter. That pretty much does it. As you can see, that Quill really gives it a nice segmented body, and then the UV just makes it bulletproof, with plus you got a little bit of flash on top as an attractor, so it's an all around pretty sweet looking little midge. And like I said, this is about the largest I would tie it. I'd tie it down to size 24, 26, as small as you feel comfortable going with it, and have a wide range of sizes. Probably the most common size I would fish would be an 18 or 20. So hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for some more videos, and we'll see you next week on another Fly Tying Friday. Thanks for watching.